Hey YouTube, it's Lurtz. I'm gonna show you a deck profile that I've been working on. It's probably gonna be playing for the rest of the format, or not rest of the format, but most of the format until Mermails and Atlanteans come out, because that's my peeve right there. I love that deck. It's so good. So let's get into the deck. It's Psychic Plants is what I call it. WK Dad released something like this, but this is my take on it, and I like my version just a lot better. So you start out with 3 Serene Psychic Witch. She's basically a battle searcher that special summons during the next standby phase. And she doesn't have to be destroyed by battle, she can be destroyed by card effects too, so that makes her really good. Next is the Heart of the Psychic Engine, which is Esper Girl. What she does is when she's removed from play and then special summoned, you banish the top card of your deck, and then when she's sent to the graveyard, you add that to your hand. So you generate a lot of pluses, because you go set this, they destroy it, you tutor Esper Girl, you get 1 card, and then you just start going ham from there on out. I actually keep a dice, like, on my mat, with how many cards I've gotten off her effect. One game I had it up to 12. It was kind of brutal. And then you play 1 Psychic Commander and 1 Psychic Jumper. Everyone knows Psychic Commander. If you don't know Psychic Jumper, he's basically a creature swap. And then you play 3 Silent Psychic Wizard. He's 1900, so he can butt heads with Thunder King. And then when he's normal summoned, you banish a Psychic in your graveyard, so you can banish her. And then when he leaves the field, you special summon the removed monster. So he's really good to synchro with, too. And then you play 2 Hush Psychic Cleric. Cleric is a card that's going to do a lot of work for you. You discard a card and you banish a Psychic in your graveyard, and then when she's sent to graveyard, you can special summon a monster that was removed from play by this effect. So you, again, tutor Esper Girl and just get pluses for days off her. Alright, so that's the Psychic Engine, and then the Plant Engine, Lone Fire, Dandy, Spore, and I play a Copy Plant. I really like the Copy Plant because it's another tuner for 1/1. And if you have Dandelion or Lone Fire out in the field, you can make it level 3, and it just gives you more options. So yeah, the staple Plant Engine. This is basically like Glow Up Bulb. Like, that's all that really happened is I flopped this, because Glow Up Bulb's banned, you know. So, next is 2 Debris. This card came back to 2, and this is one of the reasons why I made the deck. Because you can use it to tutor back Cleric, so you have more targets for Debris. So you really don't ever have a lack of. So, yeah. And then I play 2 Caius, because I don't feel that Effect Failure is going to be too huge next format. And with all the floaters in the deck that get their effects when they're sent to grave, Caius is really good, especially because Hush Psychic and Silent Psychic Wizard are both really huge, so. And then you play 2 Tour Guide and a Sangan. I don't play the Night Assailant. I don't really find it necessary. Sangan is ridiculous in this deck because he searches out literally any combo piece you'd need. And then Tour Guide is a 1 card out to a lot of things. There's 1 card in the extra deck which I mainly use this for, and that's the main reason why she's in here. So then, next I tech 1 Treeborn Frog, because I don't play any traps, and Treeborn is really good to discard with High Psychic Cleric. So, playing him isn't really that bad, because he can generate a lot of advantage. And then I play 1 Spirit Reaper. This is one of my personal play preferences. I tech Spirit Reaper into almost everything I play, because I like just having the 1 random out to like Exodia main decked, and like the ability to set him, your opponent attacks into him, and he can just sit there is great. Next I play 2 Trag. Your hand is usually god-awfully huge in this deck because you're just generating pluses left and right. So Trag drops and he's usually at 3,000. Like, it's an arrogant statement, but he really usually is, so. And then last I play 2 Effect Failure. This deck does not play traps, so I feel that I shouldn't be playing Effect Failure. I'm actually thinking about playing a couple things over this, but I don't know, I'll have to test. Alright, on to spells. I play 2 Emergency Teleport, 1's Peroxide, I'm sorry guys. This card is absolutely nuts. I wouldn't play 3 because I don't play enough targets for it. Well, enough for me to want to play 3, because I feel like if I play 3, this will be dead. But this tutors everything to the field. It can get Cleric, it can get Esper Girl, it can get anything you need. Base Psychics, 1 Magical Android, 1 Life Trancer, and 1 Thought Ruler. And then the Ultimate Ass Kicker. And then my tokens. And then the side deck. This side deck is really, really weird. So I play 1 Prime Material against Chainburn. Because this deck can float really hard, Prime Material is really good. That, and you can tribute their Lava Golem for Prime Material, and I always find that really funny. 1 End of Anubis. I side this against Dark World because I have a feeling Dark World's going to be really huge next format, so End of Anubis is going to kind of shut them down. 2 Jinzo against Final Countdown. Because you drop this, they can't deal with it. 1 Kaiku against Graveyard Reliant decks like Dark World and stuff like that. 2 Thunder King. It's like a security card. Like, if I don't feel comfortable going against the deck, I can side this in and feel good about myself because I can summon this and knowingly know that, like, they're gonna have, like, a hard time getting over him because his effect really locks down a lot of decks. 2 Raikou. I questioned maining this. I thought about taking out the Veilers for Raikou, but I kind of like Raikou on the side a little bit better because, like, the opponent usually doesn't see it coming, so. And then the card that no one sees coming is Fossil Dyna. I actually side this against Chainburn a majority of the time because this locks them down because they can't drop Lava Golem, they can't Ojama Trio. And from there, you kind of win because those are the 2 like strongest cards of the deck. And coming from a Chainburn player, I would know this. And then you play 2 DD Crow. It's another hand trap. It's a really good card. Just really, really clutch against Dark World. You remove from play that graph, other plays are done pretty much. And then I play 2 Noblemen of Extermination as my extra 2 MSTs. I'm thinking about making room to put in another MST with these. But these are really good against Countdown, against Chainburn, especially if they can't resolve it against you. Because if you hit an Accumulated Fortune, they're kind of angry. So, yeah. That was my Psychic Plant deck. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys would critique if you guys feel like you could be able to critique this. This is a really awkward deck, I know. But tell me what you guys think. So, peace out.